What's up everyone, and welcome back with my last Drawing to Reality episode. Being one of the more popular videos that I've put out there, I've decided to turn one of my childhood drawings into reality for this episode. If you haven't seen the last episode of Drawing to Reality, go check that out. But yeah, this one, we're going to turn this rat into reality. Let's get started. So I started off with drawing a shape for the head, the ear, the teeth, and the nose. And then I decided I'm going to start putting in some fur using this squirrel. I know it's not a rat, but hopefully it'll work. So I used a lot of warping to match it to its head, put it on its ears, both ears. And then I used a fur brush to just go around the edges to make sure it wasn't so straight edge cut and it looked a bit more realistic. After that, I found this rat and decided to use its eyeball as my rat's nose. Doesn't really make sense, but hey, I think it should work. I then used the ear of this rat to create the inside of the ear of my rat, just to give it that ear. I don't know. I then lowered the saturation of my rat fur because I didn't want a blue rat. I wanted it to be a bit more like greyish or white. Now I thought about the eyeball for the rat, and I found this werewolf and I thought his eye looked pretty cool. So I thought that would suit the rat's eyeball shape, the way I've drawn it. So let's give that a go. Let's do some, just put that in there and resize it. A little bit of warping. And then just use a little bit of erasing to blend it in a bit better. And dropped the contrast in it. I knew that my light source was going to come from the left-hand side, so I decided to add some shadows just to the right side of my rat, which is starting to look a little bit better. I then added some shadows to my teeth and try to make them look a little bit more realistic. Well, not so white. Added a slight little blur to them. And it is looking alright. A little bit of yellowness to the teeth because I feel like rats are dirty and have yellow teeth, basically. I was forgetting something. Needed to add his whiskers. I think that's just something wasn't right, and the whiskers, I think it was that. I just used the brush tool to put them in there and thinned off the ends. And then decided to use the werewolf's arm for the rat's arm. I had to use a fair bit of warping there. Couldn't quite get the hands right, so I didn't mind that. I just left the hands how they were. But yeah, warped that arm, stretched it a little bit, and then added some fur to the arm so it was matching his head. Using a fur brush just to go around the edges to make sure it was not so clean cut. It looked a bit more furry. And then just saturated the shit out of it. I then copied and pasted that arm to his other arm, warped it a little bit more to make it match, and it is looking pretty good. After I felt like I had done most of that, it was time to add some clothes to him. So I found this t-shirt, warped the shit out of that to suit his shirt. Found some jeans, popped them on. Guess what? A little bit more warping. And then I found these cool looking shoes, put them in there, and again, you guessed it, more warping. And then added some more shadows to make it look like the jeans were sitting on the shoes and the shirt was sitting on the jeans, and yeah. Found the tail of a rat, which I used the pen tool to cut out. Pop that in there, used the puppet warp tool to get the right shape. I again added some more shadows, which is now starting to look pretty good. Now that was pretty much my rat done. I then added a background and there it is. I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit that like button, leave a comment, and of course, if you like my overall content, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to stay up to date. Until next time, guys, see you later.